Now we'll see effect of temperature and pressure on chemical potential derivative. This is only variation of temperature and pressure on chemical potential. We'll start from Gibbs free energy definition. What was Gibbs free energy definition? Do anybody remember? Tell me. G is equal to H minus Ts, where H is enthalpy, S is entropy. And H we can write it as E plus PV. So if you substitute 2 in 1, we get G is equal to E plus PV minus Ts. On differentiating this expression, dG is equal to dE plus PdV plus VdP minus TdS minus S dt. In this both the cases we have to apply product rule. So P into dV plus V into dP, again T into ds plus S into dt. So this is the one. Now do you remember combination of first and second law? TdS is equal to dE plus PdV. This was the one. So this one is substitute pannumbodhu what happened? dE plus PdV we can substitute as TdS. So dG is equal to TdS plus VdP minus TdS plus S dt. So dG is equal to VdP minus S dt. And change of free energy, if you take dP constant, dG by dt is equal to minus S will come. And if you take dt constant, dG by dP is equal to V. These two relations we have already studied. And basis of this variation of chemical potential is this expression. Okay. Now we'll take with variation of chemical potential at with pressure. So the basis is dou G by dou P at constant temperature is equal to V. Now what is a chemical potential? Chemical potential is any quantity differentiated with respect to Ni, that is number of moles of ith component. Then N is equal to N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus up to Ni. Now when we gave the definition of chemical potential, we took it is the change in property when we are adding 1 mole of any component to such a large system that the addition will not have any effect on the concentration. So N1 even 1 mole N1 add panniyalum N remains as N. Adinala this is, you remember, it is the total number of moles. Now this expression we will take and we are going to differentiate with respect to Ni. So what happened? Dou by dou Ni of dou G by dou P at constant temperature and N is equal to dou V by dou Ni at T and N. Pressure already we took it as constant, that is why we got this expression. So we'll get here like this, it is P also will come, and you know dou V by dou Ni at constant temperature, pressure and N is equal to Vi bar, which is partial molar volume. Now this expression when you take, it is double differentiation. So double differentiation when you take this order, that is first if you differentiate with pressure, second with Ni, or first if you are differentiating G with respect to Ni and then that quantity by P, the order is not a matter, you will get the same answer. That is dou by dou Ni, dou G by dou P is also equal to dou by dou P into dou G by dou Ni. Both the things, this is equal to dou G square divided by dNi dP. Okay. So now we will rearrange this one. So what it will come? Dou by dou P, dou G by Ni is equal to Vi bar. What is dou G by dou Ni? That is equal to mu I, or chemical potential. So equation will become dou mu I by dou P at constant temperature, pressure and N is equal to Vi bar, or rate of change of chemical potential with respect to pressure at constant temperature, the number of moles of any one component of the system is equal to partial molar volume of that component. So that is the one you have to remember. Now we can say, is it this? If it is clear means variation of temperature, we can say now what is dou? Mu I by dou T will be equal to minus SI bar. That is not. Okay. Now we'll see the variation of chemical potential with temperature. So we'll start from this. dG is equal to VdB minus SdT. At constant pressure, dP will be 0. So dG will be minus SdT. Now, if you write dou G by dou T at constant pressure is equal to minus S. On differentiation with respect to Ni, dou by dou Ni, dou G by dou T at constant pressure is equal to dou by dou Ni minus S. So, this again, this term is actually equal to minus SI 1 bar or partial molar entropy. Now again here it is dou G, dou Ni, dou T, P and N, and this is also you can write it as dou by dou T, dou G by dou Ni. So we can write dou by dou T mu I, and this is equal to partial molar entropy. So this is, so what is the relationship? The rate of change of mu with respect to pressure at constant temperature and number of moles is equal to partial molar volume, whereas rate of change of chemical potential with respect to temperature at constant P and N is equal to negative partial molar entropy. This relationship you have to remember. Okay. So it is similar to what we have seen for free energy only. Free energy with respect to pressure at constant temperature is equal to V, and free energy change with respect to temperature at constant pressure is equal to entropy. Now here we are taking chemical potential only. So this is the one, and this is very important. It's a normally asked question, variation of chemical potential with entropy. Okay, so that is only chemical potential. We have seen what is chemical potential, what is partial molar quantities, what is chemical potential, Gibbs-Duhem equation, and finally effect of chemical potential with respect to temperature and with respect to pressure we have seen. Okay, so that is only chemical potential. Now we will go for Van 't Hoff's isotherm. Okay, Van 't Hoff's isotherm also we have already studied in chemical equilibrium. So I gave us an assignment in the initial classes to derive Van 't Hoff's isotherm. So here I am just recollecting that only. It relates, what was isotherm? It relates the change in equilibrium constant of a chemical reaction to change in temperature. Then before going to the derivation, you have to remember that chemical potential when applied to a system of ideal gas, we have an expression mu is equal to mu 0 I plus RT ln Pi. Mu I is equal to, okay. So chemical potential of ith component is equal to chemical potential of ith component at standard condition. Mu 0 is standard condition plus R into T into ln Pi, that is pressure of ith component. This is the one you have to remember. This is related to chemical potential. When I did the derivation there, I told you, I explained what is chemical potential and I told this one. I don't know whether you are remembering it. So now to keep it. Anyway, you don't have the derivation of chemical potential in ideal gas in your syllabus. So you just remember this expression and come forward. Now this is as a note only. Now we'll go for the derivation part. What we have to derive or derivation, we should start by considering a general reversible reaction. Let A moles of A and B moles of B combine together to give the product M moles of M and N moles of N. Now change in free energy is equal to Gp minus Gr. What is Gp? Gp is equal to M mu M plus N mu N, and G, reactant is equal to A into mu A plus B into mu B. This is the relationship. Okay. So this is just the chemical potential, sum of the chemical potential of the reactant, sum of the chemical potential of the product. Now delta G is equal to Gp minus Gr. So if you substitute this one, mu M into mu M plus N into mu N. So be careful, this is M capital and this is a number of moles, so small letter. Minus A into mu capital A plus B into mu capital B. And at equilibrium, what is the condition of free energy change in an equilibrium? It should be equal to 0. And for a spontaneous process, it should be negative. For a non-spontaneous reaction, it should be positive. This we have already seen. So this also you have to remember. At equilibrium, delta G will be equal to 0. Now we will substitute each one based on this expression. That is mu A is equal to mu 0 A plus RT ln PA. Mu B is equal to mu 0 B plus RT ln PB. Mu M is equal to mu 0 M plus RT ln PM. Mu N is equal to mu 0 N plus RT ln Pn. That we will substitute. See, mu M is equal to mu 0 M plus RT ln Pm. Mu N is equal to mu 0 N plus RT ln Pn. Okay. Similarly for A and B, mu 0 A plus RT ln PA, mu B is equal to mu 0 B plus RT ln PB. Now Gp is equal to, what was Gp? Gp is equal to M into mu M plus N into mu N. So that will be equal to M into, put the bracket, mu 0 M plus RT ln PM plus N into mu 0 N plus RT ln Pn. Similarly, reactant Gr is equal to A into mu 0 A plus RT into ln PA plus B into mu 0 B plus RT ln PB. We'll take this mu's inside means this number of moles inside means M into mu 0 M plus M into RT ln PM, N into mu 0 N plus N into RT ln P. So we can write like this, mu M into mu 0 M plus MRT ln PM plus N into mu 0 N plus NRT ln PN. And A is equal to A into mu 0 A plus ART ln PA plus B into mu 0 B plus BRT ln PB. Okay, clear. Now what we will do is, this part we will take outside, M into mu 0 M, N into mu 0 N, this one. So what it will become? M into mu 0 M plus N into mu 0 N. That is for the product. Minus reactant A into mu 0 A plus B into mu 0 B. Now the other part together, M into RT ln PM plus NRT ln PN. Then put the minus sign, put a bracket, ART ln PA plus BRT ln PB. Now this expression if you take, you can write it as it is equal to G0P minus G0R. And this is equal to RT ln PM raised to M into PN raised to N minus PA raised to A into PB raised to B. Because A ln P is equal to ln P raised to A. So this way we substituted. So what we got? Delta G is equal to delta G naught plus RT ln PM raised to M into PN raised to N into PA raised to A into PB raised to B. And what we have to do, this is delta G naught is free energy change under standard condition. Now we'll substitute this. We know Kp, that is equilibrium constant in terms of pressure. That is Pm raised to M into Pn raised to N divided by Pa raised to A into Pb raised to B is equal to Kp. So this expression will become delta G is equal to delta G naught plus RT ln Kp. And at equilibrium, delta G is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to delta G naught plus RT ln P, or delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln P. Delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln P. So that is the equation. This equation is known as Van 't Hoff's isotherm. Now, significance of this expression. Okay, the significance means importance. Importance, if you take, this is actually we have seen when we studied equilibrium constant. This was the thermodynamic derivation of equilibrium law of mass action, that one. So it is an application of thermodynamics to equilibrium law. Then delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln Kp. So it will depend, Kp's value will depend the magnitude means value. Sign is not concerned. So delta G ade value ne depend pannirukkum Kp. Delta G nere negative irunna, that is small means Kp will be more, or vice versa. Then or reaction de yield you can calculate using maximum yield develop varunu, you can calculate using this expression. Adhe madiri delta G vannu delta S and delta H umayittu related. Delta H is equal to minus T delta S. So we can use this to calculate delta S and delta H. This all we have already done. So that is only Van 't Hoff's isotherm, that is delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln Kp. Delta G naught is equal to free energy change under standard condition. R is universal gas constant. T is the temperature of the reaction. Kp is the equilibrium constant in terms of pressure. Okay. So now go through it once more. You have already derived it. We have studied it in equilibrium, and I asked you to derive once, and now I said it. So I think now it will be clear to you. Okay. Thank you.